Welcome back, everybody. This is Small Press Expo 2012. This is the I call it the After Dark version of our interviews. The show's officially over, but we're not done yet.
No.
We're here with the man, the myth, the legend, the leader, Warren Bernard.
A legend in my own mind.
Yeah,
Yes.
and many
a few
others. Although those people are crazy.
Right. Yeah. Right now.
All right, so now the show's officially over.
Right.
Where are you at?
I am coming down off of a 5-day adrenaline buzz. Okay, because I had people showing up at my house Wednesday, and people don't leave. I don't have to stop doing stuff until tomorrow night about 9. So I've got another day of adrenaline buzz.
That's a lot of buzz.
That's too much buzz, actually.
Yeah, right. Oh,
then
yeah.
it just
That's
becomes
questionable.
like a thing in your ear. You get a headache. It's just terrible.
Right. You don't sleep. Okay. Yeah. So I all of those symptoms, I got it.
All right, so this is like the state of the SPX address.
Yeah.
How was the show in your eyes?
Well, on a couple of different levels, we set all kinds of. We don't know how much, but we do know we did set attendance records.
Nice.
And almost every exhibitor I spoke to was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe how much stuff I just sold," and I still don't understand where all the money came from. Now, we had additional people come through the door, but it doesn't explain everything.
Right.
So for some reason, people came to this show.
They were
just
ready
wanted
to spend money.
Yes.
Yeah. I got that impression talking to a lot of people selling out of their books, and not just regular books. You're talking $15, $20, $25
high-end
books.
books.
And
Absolutely.
that's amazing.
It
Right,
is.
it's absolutely amazing. Okay, and so as I said at the, did you see me at the Ignatz
Yes.
Awards? Okay, when you've got the Higgs bosons, okay, Dan Klaus and Chris Ware, gravity is enabled,
Yeah.
and this stuff just happens.
Gravity, like Charles Burns just coming for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to admit I was responsible for that.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Credit where it's due then. Yes. Good job.
I got a note from Alvin Buenaventura that he was thinking about coming down, and I said, hey, Charles, you want to come down? I'll, work something out, okay? And so he came down. And because they're all really good friends, and so everyone was here, would have been here except for Charles.
Oh.
Okay, so when you look at I know that Charles and Chris in particular are very close friends, so it was like we're doing all this other stuff. I as I've said before, I want to give something back to the creators. Okay, so that was something to give back to them.
Now, how did the top shelf, the big name guys, how did they find the show?
Dan Klaus said, and I quote, "I had a great time."
There you go.
Okay, what more? What?
He could say I had an awful time, but in a sarcastic tone.
Yeah.
But,
That would be
still
good
be
enough.
the same thing.
Yeah.
But-
All of them, I got great vibes off of everybody.
That's great.
Okay, so we also had other events
Sure.
for them. Okay, so before SPX, they were at the Library of Congress. Some people came to me for a tour of a private art collection. People came to my house for
I
my
know
collection.
that at least one or two of the guys Atomic Books on Friday night.
Right, Atomic Books,
yeah.
right, exactly. So there was this other stuff that was going on that added a little more, it was stuff for them. Okay,
Yeah.
and then they had these events, and they kind of cruised into SPX, so that it wasn't just come to town, do the show, and leave.
Yeah, sit behind
Right.
the table, get back up and go.
Right, exactly. So there was other dynamic going on.
Did anything stand out to you over the weekend? Something that you were particularly happy with?
The balloons.
The balloons.
Really cool.
The balloons were amazing.
Okay.
Just to recap for everybody, Ignatz nominees usually get a badge or some kind of thing they can pin on their clothes or on their table to signify that they are nominated for an award. This year, to change that up a bit, they got these super shiny balloons adorned
Silver
with
giant.
Ignatz the Mouse,
Yes.
Right.
signifying they were nominees. So the balloons floated above the crowd.
They were like Ignatz satellites.
Yeah.
Floating above the table.
Although, this is the first year we did it, and there was a mistake, okay? And the mistake was there wasn't a balloon over the Ignatz ballot box.
Oh.
All right, so next year we have to improve that.
There's
I'm
no
sorry, okay.
there's no advancement without some type of issue.
Right,
and that's-
exactly.
have to
Okay,
learn from somebody.
every step forward is not necessarily painless.
No.
So anyway, I really dug the balloons, and also I'm sure you noticed the extra space.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Everybody that we talked to noticed the extra space.
Yeah, right,
It
yeah.
was fantastic.
Totally. Everybody noticed it. Everybody enjoyed the extra wide aisles.
Right, yeah.
One thing I didn't think of until somebody pointing it out was that you had exhibitors lined up on the back wall.
Yes.
Yes.
Which I didn't even think about until, again, somebody noticed, pointed it out to me.
We basically, it was a different twist on the old configuration, and we were able to put in more tables that way. All right, you know, we were oversubscribed by 50%. Okay, and even after adding the new tables, we were still oversubscribed by 40%. So anyway, we had to do something, so we added more tables and reconfigured, and I'm so thankful that it worked, because we were like, oh my God, you know, after all this, there's still elbow to elbow. You know?
One thing I thought worked and that benefit, and somebody else, our friend Joe mentioned it, is that those tables in the back drew people towards the back side of the room.
Right.
Yes.
You know, the people that were on the end cap facing the wall normally.
We were very conscious of that.
Yeah.
When we laid out this, when the new design was laid out, we were like, we have to do something to rectify those poor people that are back there.
Right.
And so this is the solution we came up with.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think those were a big boon for the people on that side of the
Oh,
pool.
absolutely, sure. And there was a good flow. You know, everybody was getting traffic and stuff like that. So we were real happy that, because there was this problem in previous SPXs here, that those were dead space tables.
Right.
Okay, so we understood that and we fixed it. So, and this was the test, by the way.
Right.
I think we passed.
I think we saw a lot of that this weekend. Things that were identified and fixed, and that's a good theme for this show.
iPads.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on now, credit cards at the end.
Credit cards.
Yes.
Right.
2 registration entrances.
Right. And
Yeah.
then the ATM machine that only worked for half the time.
But
It helped though,
put
but it
it
was
there.
there, and
Here's
that's the
the
main thing.
even though the ATM machine ran out of money and they weren't able to be fixed as you wanted them to, think about it. That's still an ATM's worth of money
Yeah.
that got out on the floor
That are
that
in
wouldn't have
artist
been
hands,
without
By
it
the
being
way,
there.
it was $10,000.
There you go.
And you see where the books went.
Right. And if that ATM machine was fixed, that'd have been even more money out on the floor.
Sure.
Okay, so we're gonna fix that. And in fact, they're gonna hear from me on Monday.
That's good.
You heard about it here first or second,
Yeah.
depending
Look
on
out,
when this
ATM
goes
guys.
live. They're going to hear from Warren. Well, I don't want to keep you any longer.
Look, thanks a lot for having me. Thanks a lot for doing this. You guys are
So
great,
happy to do
okay?
this.
And you know, we always run into one another, and I still want to get you over to my place for a tour.
Absolutely.
Okay?
I do. I would like to come by and we can hang out and,
Yeah, absolutely.
Blood
do
brothers.
Right, absolutely. We'll do some pizza and all the good things that need to get done.
Sure.
Yes.
Well, thanks again.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for putting on Small Press Expo.
Yes.
Oh well, look, it's not me. There's a team of us.
Well, whatever.
So,
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we talked to some of them guys. Thanks for them helping them tie their shoes. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right.
It's just-
I got you.
All right.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you so much.